Is China in recession? $1 million question. We've pondered over this question for weeks now. It's hard to say for sure because Chinese economic data is unreliable. So the world relies on signals to assess what is happening in China. And tonight we have the clearest signal yet. A leaked document on the Chinese economy, a memo written by one of China's most prominent businessmen. This memo comes from Huawei, China's biggest technology company. Its founder, Ren Zhengfei, is a worried man today. He wrote a memo to his employees, and this is being called the most frank assessment of the Chinese economy from an insider. Now, the memo has leaked, and we have a copy of it. It's rare for something like this to come out of China. A tell-all on the business environment in communist China. Ren Zhengfei is making sweeping changes at Huawei, his company. The focus, he says, is purely on survival, which means losses will not be tolerated. The days of scaling up are over. Huawei will not pursue rapid expansion. Instead, it will chase cash flow. What explains this hard shift? The answer is in the leaked memo. This is what it says, and I'm quoting. Huawei must reduce any overly optimistic expectations for the future, and until 2023 or even 2025, we must make survival the most important guideline, and not only survive, but survive with quality. Survive and earn a little money where we can. From this point of view, we need to adjust the market structure and study what can be done and what should be abandoned. Let me remind you, this is the founder of China's biggest company, one of the biggest. A man strongly backed by the Communist Party, a man Xi Jinping bet on to turn China into a tech superpower. Why is he in survival mode today? Yes, his company Huawei faced some hurdles. Several countries banned it because of its links with the Communist Party, but that's old news. And Huawei's bottom line still looks good. This year, the company earned a revenue of over $25 billion. And we're not done with the year yet. So $25 billion so far. Last year, the company announced a profit of around $10 billion. So money is clearly not a problem. Then why is Ren worried about his company's survival? Again, the leaked memo has the answers. Let me quote again. The next decade will be a very painful historical period as the global economy continues to decline. With survival the main principle, marginal businesses will be shrunken and closed, and the chill will be felt by everyone. Sound like prophetic words. Let me repeat that. The chill will be felt by everyone, and it is being felt across China already. Ren's memo went viral on Chinese social media. Reports say more than 100 million users have discussed it. The comments are revealing. Here's one from Weibo. Weibo is the Chinese version of Twitter. This is what one user says. The economic downturn has imposed an unprecedented challenge on most ordinary people and private companies in China. When a giant like Huawei is raising this issue, it speaks volumes about the severity of the problem. Now, reports say Huawei has already announced budget cuts. Teams which don't turn in a profit will not get their bonuses. And this too is being discussed on the Chinese internet. Let me show you another comment. This is what it says. Most workers did not get matching rewards when the company was doing well, so please don't send a chill to us. Sounds like a disgruntled employee. But look at the bigger picture. China's biggest company is making budget cuts. It is tightening its belt, talking about survival. Huawei should be able to weather this storm. After all, it still has the backing of the Chinese state. But what about other players? What about foreign players and foreign companies in China? Well, they're not waiting to find out. They're leaving. 3 major companies top this list. Tech giant Apple, car makers Honda and Mazda. Reports say they're considering building alternative supply chains. About time, we say. And they're doing it now because they're losing money. Let's take the case of Mazda. Earlier this month, the company reported an operating loss of $115 million. Why did Mazda suffer these losses? Because of China's Wuhan virus lockdowns. And now there's a new wave of shutdowns in China. This is because of the electricity shortage. It was triggered by an unprecedented drought. The province of Sichuan is the worst hit. Factories in 19 out of 21 cities there were closed last week. First, it was the pandemic and zero COVID. Then came the crisis in the property sector. And now we have electricity shortages and the drought. No economy can survive so many disruptions, not even China. Last month, they released their quarterly economic data. From retail sales to manufacturing to even investments, China missed every growth target. Unemployment is at a record high. 20% of the youth in Chinese cities are without a job, and businesses like Huawei are scaling back. So quick recovery is out of the question. The Chinese economy is falling into recession. And like Ren Zhengfei said, everyone will feel the chill. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.